everyone, hello Soul. Hello Suri, who is beside me. We are right outside the final boss. And I've been listening to these screams for like the last 5 minutes. Hey Rusty, how are you doing? I have not done anything to prepare for this. I did double check fairer alternate fantasy bosses, and I realized it has not had any effect on the game up until this point. I didn't look at Necran's base statistics, but based on what the mod talks about, I think the Transkuja strat should still work. So I'm just gonna try that to see if it... Yeah, these guys. Zidane just base plants back on the ground. He's not even like standing to offer up his powers and then faint. We've come too far to lose. Put our powers together. I know we can win. Though I am unworthy, accept my powers. Aw, Steiner. That's why I said you'd be one of the cleanest people here and taste the best. I lend you my power as a holy knight. Use it well. How's Amaranth laying there like that? Come back after you kill a bad guy. I prepare a big meal for everyone. Gonna check everyone's abilities, make sure nothing stupid's here. Oh my god, you found a diamond in the lake? I was like, why is it still going? I can't remember anything that Necran't does. Probably not undead, though. I can't get cover. Well, I could, probably. Did I say cover? I meant counter. I probably want Chemist and Auto Potion more, though. To be honest. We can look afterwards. Did I do my daily meow? Am I supposed to? I guess I did now, right? Meow. Also, hi Soul, how are you doing? They didn't teach me about the daily meows back in mouse school. For some reason. You're an imposter? People feel like that sometimes, but that's okay. I don't think you're an imposter. Finally getting all your retainers set up? See, that proves it. I'm just gonna come back to these guys after Necran't kills me and I'll reconfigure them. And I know what I'm doing. Need help with naming. What kinds of retainers are they? 20 characters? You can have hyphens and apostrophes. Oh, it's 20 characters in a name. That makes so much sense. I guess I didn't realize you could use retainers in combat. Dude's got orbs now. I don't remember the orbs from last time. Oh, they gather hides from mob. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you said 20 characters, I thought you meant you had 20 of them. Well, I don't know what that was. Everyone's got status effects now, though. Wow. I also accidentally named a set of botany retainers as fisher ones. Oh, wait. Here to please hind legs are some others. Oh, fish, like gone fishing, puffer fish, fishing rod, nautical. Guard. It specifically said he was neutral to shadow. Uh-huh. You're creatively bankrupt. I've also been feeling creatively bankrupt recently, to be honest with you. Give me 1 second. Since I died anyway, I'm gonna quickly... no, I did not want to alt F4 OBS. Thank you for checking. Very carefully making sure that didn't happen. I'm gonna quickly relaunch that. Don't worry, it'll take a second. Broken sword. I like Artemis as like a hunter's name. Bo. Bo's kind of funny. Yeah. Perhaps a little highfalutin for a retainer. Or Artemis, because he missed his shots. I guess that's up to you. Strix is a classic. Oh my gosh, Mr. Shins, thank you. So I take it that means you've already you've already been through Necran't? I never have before. This is the one thing in the game I haven't done. Well, this and Ozma. But how are you doing? You missed Ozma, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Did I do Hades? I did not. I don't know if this one's going to, I don't know if I'm going to get through Necran't, frankly. And I think all those optional bosses are harder, right? After Final Fantasy VIII, I kind of learned not to even promise optional bosses. I also got to call one Selling Way. I like that. Is that one like a merchant? Oh yeah, you can have one set up to sell goods on the auction house, right? You're going to do Final Fantasy VIII soon. Should you avoid optional bosses? Not all of them. There's an Ultima weapon and an Omega weapon. Those ones are really hard, but I think all the other ones are doable. Yeah, just double checking what it... Yeah, the other ones are doable, and you get nice rewards for them, so I'd recommend them. All of them can sell stuff for you, so that's why your names are so silly. It's mind tricks to make people buy from the silly name instead. It would work on me. I'm a sucker for a silly name. What you really like about Final Fantasy IX, now that you understand it, is that you're able to respec and strategize and was able to bring down every boss with enough effort. Didn't have to grind for it. That is very important to me personally as well. Oh, hopefully this works. There's nothing I hate in a game more than grinding. Sincerely. Necran't took you 8 or so tries. I guess technically this is only the 3rd one. For me. So I guess that's not too bad. Hey, Shadow hurts him now. Just like in base game. Uh-oh. Everyone dies. Alright. Remember when I said I'm going to, like, go against him a couple of times and then pick out abilities? Yeah, so... How long have I been doing the Bobali? It's been a while. It's been 5 years, maybe 6 years. Because it was as soon as I changed my name and started going by Allison in real life, I also wanted to stop going by my old online name. And this was what I could come up with. And then I just never came up with a name again. Are you trying to find a, Are you trying to find, like, a character in 14? Because I was definitely Bobali when I was playing 14. Oh. How have you been doing? I'm sorry, I'm kind of an idiot. How have I been doing? I've been well. Thank you for asking. I am very sorry for actually just inserting words into what you said. We all share the same brain cell. Yeah. I built a shelf yesterday with Suri and Aussie Dad. Mouse on a shelf? I would probably snap it in half if I got on it, to be honest. Patra, how are you doing? Eating some pizza and painting your Warhammer 40k army? I'm doing well. I built a shelf yesterday. Which I just said, but I'm not sure if you came in. Which was, with direct supervision from Aussie Dad, who used to actually do some carpentry stuff. If joined together, we have a total of 2.5. Hey, that's a lot. You're going with Leagues of Voton for now. I see, I see. Where is Holy coming from? Ah, Necran't onto Vtube. Just gonna give VB a little love tap to get him back on board. Ah, the dwarves. Gonna have to go now if you don't mind. Have a good night. You have a good night too. I hope you're working a little easier these days. Getting more time for rest and leisure. You know what? I think we have this. Never mind. Six dragons. Which I never... Ever since I figured out what it does, I never properly explained it. She becomes afflicted with stone and starts rapidly healing. And it was not a good choice for this. Alright, so... in response to does he even do status elements, the answer is all of them. He does all the status ailments. Yeah, for Final Fantasy VIII, I honestly didn't know about one of the bosses until it was too late. And then the second one I tried like a couple of times, and it was, I was ill-prepared. I would recommend trying to get all the Guardian Forces, though, because I found that pretty satisfying. But yeah, I keep like trailing off when I'm talking about the shelf. Sorry, I wanted to make a shoe rack to replace the not in great condition shoe rack that we did have by the door with a bigger one. So Daddy came over to help. Aussie Dad, to be clear. Prevent stop, he does do stop. He does do heat. Made a hall table that doubles as shoe rack. Hall table's a better way to put it. You live? That's so good to hear. Hi Nimbus, how are you doing? She does not have body temperature. Which is a haunting statement to say, but I mean she doesn't have the ability. Are we stocked up on serpent milk? Of course, never leave home without it. He does not have jelly. I didn't use boost a single time. I think we're better. Life's been busy since the big weekend announcement. Just got up with work. That's good. I hope it's been... I know busy's busy either way, but I hope it's been a happy busy. About join the Discord, you think? Taking immediate... It's the I'm going to be an aunt kind of busy. Did this person say anything to you, or is it just their bio? Pardon, give me 1 minute. I'm investigating claims. It may not be false. Oh, if you're just an independent artist trying to sell art, like, via the self-promotion channel and not people's DMs, that's fine. My eyes are peeled. Small apologies, but we have had... They've been around is the thing. What mod is this? Alternate fantasy, it increases difficulty and just kind of changes things up. It's more of a mix. It's more of just like a change-up thing. Are there any artists that have had good luck selling assets to streamers? I'll be honest. I got perhaps a little bit. But it was on the lighter end of getting got. Yeah. Definitely more of a come to you kind of thing. That's actually refreshing to hear. But you know, I was starting out. I needed some assets in this and I was afraid to talk to anybody, so... person coming to me seemed a bit, seemed kind of helpful. I forgot Amaranth was going to get up on his own. Not that I'm condoning it, now that I know better. By the dev of a visual novel you streamed? That's pretty cool, honestly. Do you start One Piece? Have you ever seen One Piece before? When Suri gets back, I'll ask where he recommends to start. He's seen a chunk of the early stuff. We were watching it together for a while. I like to say One Piece is like premium background material. Oh, hey! You can't imagine watching that with someone? Get burned out, it's over. Well, we would just have it on the TV, like, kind of all the time. Just kind of tuning in and out. It's a good date night idea to watch the entirety of One Piece. I know that's not what you said, but it is very funny. Hey babe, you want to come over here and watch an anime? Oh, like a 12 episode, like long movie. I can do that. You put on One Piece. The doors are locked. Can we get much higher? I hope so. "13 is the one which starts with lightning riding a Pegasus through a city." Oh wait, which 13 is the one? I forgot there were multiple 13s. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy post 10. Is it Lightning Returns? I know that's one of them. And all I know about that one is that Lightning comes back in it. I don't know who Lightning is. It's 13 too. Thank you so much. Because I was zero help. Body temp would have been a nice one to put on everyone. If I could. Lightning Returns is the one with good mechanics. Good to know, good to know. My favorite mechanics in a Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy V with the job system. And I say that not to sound superior, but to sound incredibly out of date. Depending on how bad this is, I'll just try to res everyone. I don't know what I'm going to do instead. Your time has been 13. Oh, no one gets to do anything. BB's Transin! Blast him! When it talks about jobs in a turn-based RPG, it reminds you of Yakuza Like a Dragon. I've not played that one either. It's wild to me that Yakuza is turn-based now. And Final Fantasy isn't. And then I remember I have not played a major game release in like 10 years. Your time with Final Fantasy has been 13 for an hour. 13 too, because you got confused. The tutorial of 15 on PC. And 14. I say that like I've played Yakuza. I have not played any Yakuza. So I do not know what parts are turn-based and what parts aren't. I heard that they switched to turn-based, basically because they were joking about it and people got really excited. At least that's what I heard. I'd love to be able to do an item and a spell. You're not a turn-based gamer. You're a real-based gamer. That's based. This eggy porridge turned out really good. I've never tried eggy porridge. If I had accepted the reality of my mana situation, maybe I should have wasted some turns of trance resing everyone first. So I wouldn't be in this situation. Aiko, get up. Get up and don't die for a minute. I was talking about this. Apparently they wanted to add turn-based because the series was starting to feel more like a DMC game. Oh, well, if the series was starting to feel like a DMC game, I might get into it. From before the turn-based, like right before the turn-based switch. Suspicions confirmed. Excuse me 1 second. It was already borderline, and then I got pushed over the edge. Gone. I added to the rules. No unsolicited DMs or friend requests. And I have received word that there was one. That's the thing, if people want to advertise art, I've got a channel for that. Just like, do it publicly, don't prey on people. You unsolicit friend requests all the time, do you? I don't get it, because... Look. If you share a server... You like to be everyone's friend? Well, just the Discord friend request. Wait, are we friends? I was going to friend request you as a bit. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do it later. Best Iggy porridge is made with some milk and butter. I've recently awoken to porridge. You assumed we were friends? We might be. I can't keep track. It seems like we probably are. We are not. We are not friends. Get it twisted. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. You're talking about being everyone's friends, like, in an interpersonal way. Not being everyone's friend on, like, I have access to your Discord DMs even after I leave this server kind of way. Porridge is great for maintaining healthy iron levels. I didn't know that, actually. I always get really in my head about sending friend requests. There's people I DM with who I'm like, I treasure this person. I want to keep contact with them. I am not sending them a friend request. Have access to your Discord DMs even after you leave the server kind of way. Well, yeah, now you do. At least cream of wheat is. Okay, I've never had cream of wheat. My entire experience with porridge pre-Australia was Quaker Oats brand oatmeal. Which, no disrespect to my parentage. That's Dagger. That's royalty. Is she Pictomancer? She's a white mage summoner. In this game, both white mages are also summoners. The only Pictomancer I know of is from Final Fantasy VI, oddly enough. She was really cool. Garnet, yes. You have her minion in 14. You mean Steiner? That was a dumb joke. I apologize. What's a Pictomancer? In Final Fantasy VI, and this is all from memory, there's one character who's an artist, and her thing is she actually functions a lot like a blue mage, because you can sketch monsters, if I'm remembering right. Wait, no, this was in Final Fantasy V as well. You can sketch monsters, and then, like, I guess, draw them in combat to use their abilities, if I'm remembering right. Someone probably knows better than I do. Basically, she can draw your mom and use it to mentally devastate you. I've seen some pretty out there claims from artists in the threat department. They're becoming powerful and desperate. Understandable, honestly. In 14, you can draw monsters to use their buffs or attacks. Landscapes, and I forgot the last. I can't remember the exact mechanics, but they were from, like, the Super Nintendo games. 5 and 6. And I don't remember using either one very much when I played, and I was, like, 11 when I played. I'll be honest. I feel like going, like, one more attempt, and then I don't know if I want to keep, plugging away at this in one stream, you know what I mean? You were supposedly getting Beastmaster this expansion? As I was explaining Pictomancer, I was kind of like, wait, am I just explaining Beastmaster? Because I know that's how Beastmasters work in Final Fantasy V. You catch a monster, and then your character is holding it, and then you can release it later, and it uses just, like, one of its attacks. So I guess a Pictomancer was like that, but instead of picking one, holding it, and releasing it, you have a random bank? If I remember right? I don't think this guy has ever used a physical attack. Get it twisted, you have no understanding of Beastmaster? Me either, I guess. I only saw them do it once. Okay. As good as we're getting. Got Dove had. Dove doesn't just do armpits. Regardless of what you may have heard, we have other interests. I was actually concerned for a second that I forgot to have a third party member. How much does a wing edge even do? It feels bad because I'm doing so much damage to him. And then it all just falls apart. Wing edge. Less than spare change. I wish the animation for this was perhaps a little bit shorter. Best part of working on this cosplay? Knowing you can wear it while streaming once it's done. That's a fantastic point. I never thought about that. Get flared back, loser. Okay. He did not actually care about that at all. Is Summoner also weak in mainline Final Fantasy games? Absolutely not. Except maybe here a little bit. Typically they're just mages, but with like stronger and more expensive spells, I guess. Also, half the time they have, like, a huge amount of plot relevance, I guess. I kind of thought Remedy would cure Berserk. It's not. You believe in me? Oh no. But I've already made a mistake. I know in Bravely Default, which was not a mainline Final Fantasy game, as you can tell by the title, summoners were pretty strong because they just got really strong spells effectively. As long as you can keep the MP flowing. We're technically not yet cooked. Double Doomsday? We live in? I'm realizing that Freya is about to super die from this. Because she is a zombie. So I think what normally heals her is about to restore a lot of her HP. Wait, or kill her. It flips healing and... yeah. I'm not sure how it works with absorbing elements, though, which is how I'm healing off of this. Does it kill her? It doesn't! She still absorbs! Zombie's terrible. I used it to understand how negative numbers work as a kid. It is terrible. I also have a strong emotional nostalgia for it. I used to love trying to cast it on bad guys just so I could cure them to death. For some reason, as a little kid, I thought that was the most fun thing to do. And in D&D today, I still crave the moment when I can use a cure spell on an undead to hurt it. I don't know what it is. As a status, though, I do hate that it, I hate that it robs you of XP, honestly. I'm fine with everything else about it. I feel like we've been surviving longer than normal. I feel possibly good about this. I shudder to say this out loud. Oh, nope. He's popping off. Okay, at least Freya's asleep and on fire. It's a healthy combination. I wish that didn't happen. I'm grateful for every person here, I'm realizing. That's very helpful, Amaranth. Nice. He's going so fast. Come on, how much more you got? I'm literally just waiting for Freya to throw out some succulent MP. Thank you. We are outpacing the cure. I don't know if that's gonna help. Yeah, it didn't even land. Uh, Dragon Life. Okay, he's asleep. That isn't the worst thing that can happen. That is. Meteor? Return it! I don't know if this one's, I don't know if this one's gonna happen. It's just a one after another. We got to Meteor, though. I'm assuming that's like on an HP trigger. I was doing so well, thank you. The bot's right, though. I'm supposed to have Brook. So I will break here. I had to Meteor Doom. That, I mean, it feels kind of like an RNG roll in my favor could get this for us. So I think after break I am coming back to do more of this. So I'll see you then, in just a few. Everyone, welcome back. Too many sleep? Yeah, probably. If I can handle that. Body Tim. I can still get stoned and stopped. I don't know if he poisons you, though. Welcome back, Rusty. Welcome back, Nimbus. I can actually do all of them that I have on Vivi. I don't know how much Auto Potion is doing for me. I can have Auto Float if I want. And that's about it if I want all the immunities, which I kinda do. There was something else I wanted. Oh, right. This is what gives you Holy and Shadow Absorption. Because there's something that gives Carbuncle haste, but I can't remember what gym it is, and I don't think I have it. And if I took this off, I'd be in a much worse spot anyway. I'm going for it. It is Emerald. But if I take off the Puma's piece, she's gonna start dying to Doomsday. As opposed to healing from Doomsday. Is there any actually defensive things that Aiko can do? A little reflect as a treat? There we go. Took a minute to kick in. Doomsday again. Jam mouse. I'm glad that reads now. I'm glad my new camera actually does something. Because on my old camera, I would just twitch around. Which, and to be fair, I'm still basically just twitching around. It reads better, at least. Just missed. I don't appreciate everyone getting slowed. Thank you, Mr. Shins. Have a good dinner. You look less drunk, and you can see it when I start headbanging. I'm glad I look less drunk. I look just as high, apparently. Or so I've been told. Fully on who? Nice. Get absorbed. And returned. Okay, the plans have changed. Yeah, that's yeah. Meteor already? Return magic! Get Meteor back, idiot. For 2016. Looks pretty rocky to you. Perhaps a shaky foundation. But hi, Isa, how are you doing? That did nothing. You're doing weird. I pray that it's an acceptable weird. I'm doing pretty alright. Ozzy Dad came over yesterday. We all built a shelf. I keep telling everyone about it. It's a... What did you call it, Siri? A hall table? A hall shelf? Haven't figured that one out yet? I didn't notice Phoebe's a zombie. A hallway table. It's not a table. It's more of a shelf. Well, I hope that if it isn't good, it's at the very least informative. The weird. Good job to all involved. Why, thank you. We may yet be able to recover this. I know it looks bad. Really bad, perhaps. Not knowing makes it weirder. Yeah. Yeah. Food regulation go burr. I think fiber is good for that. Or at least that's what I've heard, I think. It's been a while since I read the paper. Thank you, Cass. Also, hi, how are you? See if your smoothie helps then? I don't know if she's under Dragon Life or not. How bad is it? Ganbare. 2 more hours, then you're free. Work paths. If people get smoke breaks, I want pad breaks. Everyone should be able to get a 10-minute break in pairs. So they can each have a 5-minute pad break. Don't think you want pats from the people you work with? Okay, that's a reasonable point. I hadn't considered the reality of what I said. Neutron ring? What is that? Oh, it kills you. It didn't even kill Vivi, and then it just killed him at the end of it. You saw an art today where the cute furs had work name tags, but instead of names, they said whether they wanted pats from customers or not. That's an excellent idea, Isa. You have warm. Oh, the designated patter job. Gotcha, gotcha. What's that? Oh, it kills you. Gotta babysit the store. See you later. Have a tolerable work experience, Cass. How many times do I want to do this before it's enough and I move on to other game? Yeah, do your best for yourself. And just enough for the company. So that they don't get mad. Not an ounce more. Do my best for Vivi. I've done my best for Vivi. He's the MVP now. In fact, I recovered a memory where I did this exact same thing as a kid. This is how I got here. I'm trying to decide if I want Zatanna over Freya. No. Of course not. I got this. I'm not sure if I do, honestly. Feeling much more content now that you're home. That's fairly good. Also, Russ, I didn't say hi. I'm so sorry. How are you doing? The MVVP, if you will. Very true. The most VP puppet. And your favorite show is on? Wishbone? You have no complaints. That's good. Oh, thank you for the pats, Isa. Oh, but I took off auto haste. Auto haste seems extremely good. Will we? We will. Raises Holy and Shadow Elemental Attack. Raises Elemental Attack. Do I have anything else that absorbs Shadow Magic? Because I don't. I can use the emerald to haste everyone. But then I don't get to absorb the Doomsday. Shadow Magic wishes it was Void Magic. Would Void Magic be like Gravity Magic in this game? I'll try one time. And hope that PV doesn't kill her. And you get the Pumas. Gravity sounds like a whole lot of something. It does proportional HP. Typically. Right, abilities. Gravity Magic with Force Magic. You know what? It is set damage more often than other spells. There's something to that. Mechanically and thematically. Gravity is a force. Yeah, that's a good point. But then so is nature. No, it's not. Excuse me, that was a little stupid. It just has forces. It has force. Oh, how about illusion? Because it's force of will. And it forces will saves. Nature has midichlorian. That's a good point. Midichlorian leads to force, or so I hear. That's the one thing I know about Star Wars, is midichlorians. Midichlorians and Han Solo would never fire first in a shootout. Reactionary only. Oh, I wasn't trying to get your attention. I was just patting you for a good joke. Funkle, go. I don't want to do it now because I know it's going to kill Aiko. Oh no. There, she'll totally survive this. Don't worry about it. Very happy with yourself right now. You should be. You should be. I've often been told throughout my life that I missed out on not getting into Star Wars. Well, how are you feeling now, Star Wars fans? Sorry, that was too cruel. not go off. Honestly, never having watched Star Wars before puts you in the best possible position to watch current Star Wars. History books 500 years from now will only have the memes of the past with no context of where they came from. That's true. Will it be like, oh, because it seems like no one really cares now. The Among Us meme from the future. Who is Han? Why did he shoot first? Who did he shoot? We may never know. The world may never know. Having Aiko constantly dead, is not helpful. Han on D's. Sounds almost like a dish. Berserk Amarant's kind of good, though. Linguini with Han on D's sauce. Neutron ring already? You've been incapable of doing this at any time this whole time? Sure does just kill you, huh? Yeah, sticking around after death is another terrible thing about zombie, huh? Is that region I see? It is. Let's go. I don't know how much it's helping. You're a region believer? Normally I am too. Freya can cast it on everyone. Which I really appreciate. So my actual favorite mechanicked turn-based RPG is probably Bravely Default, by the way. Which I'm thinking about because in one of the games they made like a spellcrafter kind of thing. As long as you can group cast it, it's lit. You still need to play that? It's got so many good mechanics. I didn't get another turn since the last party wipe. The music is so good. It's so good at, like, twisting RPG mechanics and tropes. I actually love it to bits. Maybe I'll even play it at some point. I still haven't played Bravely Default 2 all the way through. Or finished Bravely 2nd. But there's this, is it a witch, perhaps? And their class gimmick, because it's a job-based RPG, so you can mix and match different jobs, like classes. Their gimmick is spellcraft, which is effectively metamagic. The class itself has very weak basic spells that you're supposed to apply these metamagics onto. And I'm sorry if this is a spoiler, but I'm really excited about it. But by combining it with another class like, say, White Mage, you can, say, combine Cure onto the Mist metamagic, which disperses it as a recurring AoE, and it makes regen at home. It's very exciting. Mm-hmm. The games do a lot of experimenting. Like, even with things like action timing and if there was a piece of the turn-based RPG formula that they could play with in a class ability, it seems like they tried to. There's skills with different targeting rules, there's skills with different timing rules. It's very fun. But I'm also recognizing that within my memory, I just kind of did a lot of smashing the attack button still, so. I am keeping the Puma's piece on Ico this time, instead of the Emerald. I got to use it once. But maybe I'll also just start casting Haste a bunch. Pumas. Pew mice. No, don't pew the mice. I can't put my hands up. It's the best I can do. My pumice rhymes with hummus. Your pumice? I mean, that seems reasonable to me. I can't remember. I remember having to look up the pronunciation once for completely non-furry reasons. Not having been related to once being a different form of rodent that, you know, uses pumice dust. And I can't remember which way they told me to pronounce it. My way is fine in some circles. The pumice. Pumice. Does that one work? But really, it's totally correct as far as you know. I will never again be in a position where I have to say pumice this much. We're hasting people. I'm remembering my goals. I'm hasting people. Your NB bracelet has pumice beads on it. Sounds nice. Isn't it, like, really rough, though? Or I guess it's, like, a fine rough. I mostly know it for its, skin smoothing tendencies. They have a nice patina now. That does sound nice, actually. Been worn a lot since Pride last year. That's good. Awesome you get to. Oh no. She's so small. I've never actually gone out to a Pride event. Despite identifying as some combination as LGBT and Q for pretty much my entire post-teen, well, post... Okay, like 14 and up. Hey, Kaz! Also has a Gemini ring on it. All your options had zodiac signs, fair enough. Oh. Perhaps I should have waited to see what was going to happen. Nah, I guess it didn't matter. He just keeps going. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty well. I built a shelf yesterday. I keep telling everyone whenever they ask me that question. Ozzy Dad came over and we all built it together. They don't stop coming, they don't stop coming, they don't stop coming. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, Crimson Blade, how are you doing? But yeah, also, Kaz, how are you doing? I caught a tiny bit of your stream earlier, but I didn't get to actually watch that much of it, unfortunately. Just based on wake-up time. Waiting for the wife to finish modding. What's she modding? That sounds cool. You're doing great? That's awesome. I haven't made any progress on resing Amaranth. I'll make one progress. Oh! That makes sense. You're stuck downstairs until she's done. Your presence has been moderated. Kinda cringe. Keep going at it. Can't bring yourself to play it like you did when you were a kid? What if everything was slightly different and harder? Because if so, I've got a mod for you. Love when my model squints. Me too, honestly. I tried to do it on purpose. I got caught. Also, thank you. I know how cats squint when they feel cozy. It's my favorite part, honestly. Still never beat it, and it was your first Final Fantasy? I'll be honest, I'm in a very similar situation. My first was probably... It was 6. The cartridge said 3, but it was 6, right? F9 was your first 2. But back when I was playing those, this was probably the first one that I actually, like, read as I played. Because everything before that, I was basically just mashing a button. They were my parents, so... R3 was Japanese 6? Okay, good. 10, 6, 12, and eventually 7. I still haven't played 7. Not as any kind of, like, statement. My disc was scratched as a kid, and I've not gone back to it yet. Nope. It just afflicts death? It literally just killed him. Found Final Fantasy VII extremely fun to narrate. That's nice to keep in mind. Impact crushes the enemy. Does it? Am I the enemy in that statement? I guess so. Okay, well, I'm a zombie now, so that's unfortunate. When you've seen the Team 4-star abridge of Final Fantasy VII? I haven't, actually. I've seen Dragon Ball Z abridge. I couldn't until I actually finally play it one day, maybe someday. It's hilarious. I don't know what kind of spoilers I'm trying to avoid, because I already know, like, every major plot point of Final Fantasy VII through osmosis. Okay, we're just blind. We've, res to Amarant by mistake. That happens when you're blind. They added it in the mod specifically. They also gave Cloud such a dweeb voice. Very over-exaggerated shonen pro tag. On purpose. I mean... very fitting. Made it sound like he was trying to be edgy and failing hard. I think I tried that on Squall for a minute and then noped out of it. Of the part in Final Fantasy VII where Harry kills the Midgar Zolom and discovers it was a Horcrux. Oh man! Now I'm just gonna be playing the whole game waiting for the waiting for that moment to happen. You'll stop the world and melt with me? Is there anything... I'm trying to continue the bit and I can't. There's no differences to point out and ask whether they're getting better all the time. I'm just doing the same thing over and over and getting increasingly unhinged as I do. Not unhinged, but... Amaranth actually survived that. Probably because he's a rock right now. Play any of the DQ games. Dragon Quest. Not Dairy Queen. Got it. I haven't actually. Tried streaming Dragon Quest 8 at chat's request. Sadly, it didn't work out. Aw, shoot. I've seen a little bit on Mr. Shin's channel. It looks hilarious, honestly. Dairy Queen is better. I mean, it's the only one I know anything about. Oh, you were referring to Dairy Queen games, actually. Okay, no, that one was a Wendy's game. Never mind. I was going to say I played an RPG once, but... Yeah, no, that was a Wendy's RPG because, the person I was playing with was obsessed with it. It's stuck in your head now after watching Not Another Teen Movie. Melt with you. Doing the same thing over and over while becoming more unhinged is totally my thing. Apparently, isn't it? Well, if I stay focused on the game, I might start getting upset. Sister's playing a lot of Dragon Quest XI lately, and it looks really fun. Chex Quest, take it or leave it. That was the first shooter I ever played, and the only one for quite some time. Stop it. This does nothing? You have DQ11, didn't get far. It's good, you guys, but... Oh no, just not in Dragon Quest. Yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of games that I know are good, but, we're still living. There's a lot of games that I know are good, but I still just... They're not for me. Welcome back, Rusty. The art's good? Oh yeah, the art's great. It's all based on like Akira Toriyama, right? Many of them drawn by him personally. Goku Alley, thank you. The dragons reminded you of DBZ, that's probably why. Yeah! Chrono Trigger 2, which I have played, and deserves at least most of the hype, if not all of it. Rip Akira, of course, of course. Prey is a zombie. Don't forget. Magic tag yourself very quickly. Tag yourself. There's a Chrono 2. Oh, no, I meant Chrono Trigger's good as well. Not Chrono Trigger 2. Oh shoot. I missed the snooze. Ads are gonna happen at some undefined point. I'm sorry. They did continue the series with Chrono Cross, which is not as good. So, in a way, you're kind of right. Bezos has taken the wheel. I don't know when it's going to happen. But I promise to pause as soon as it does. You do remember Chrono Cross? It's still accurate to say no one talks about it. Well, not no one. But certainly not as many. Please continue the shelf bit forever. In 3 years, someone asks how I'm doing. Oh, yes. In September of 2024, I built a shelf with my father-in-law. It was pivotal. Sorry, I was too locked in. Still elixir yourself, Phoebe. Squimsh. I just squimshed a little bit. Currently chillin'. Drell is a sleepy boy after his first night shift in a very long time. So you get to catch a stream. Oh yeah, I saw that. I hope it's good work. Everyone is dead. Maybe I should have done something about that. Perhaps I got a little too locked. Ask how he feels about the job now that he's had a shift. I hope it's gone alright. Maybe this was a terrible idea. Everyone could have a zombie by the time this spell goes off. Okay, no one does. Is there any way to cure freaking confusion other than slapping the guy? White draw. Good job, Freya. America, explain. You're a confusion. Ancient meme exhumed. I am this and what is 6? Oh yeah, I was never on Vine. My internet hermit era was longer than the entire existence of Vine. My internet hermit era? Not area. There was a period where I would not post anything on the internet, and the only social media I kind of engaged with was watching people that I was already subscribed to on YouTube, and that was a period. I would only talk to Suri and then watch my YouTube videos. I would not comment. I would not post. Felt like you could have taken that phrase one of two ways. Oh, yeah, because it could be the opposite, right? Chronically online or not at all? Yeah, I was more in the not at all camp. Mm-hmm. Keep it coming, I can do this all day. Not really, please don't. You could use that sometimes. Well, the problem was, I also wasn't active in, like, real life, so... I guess instead of internet hermit, I should have just said hermit. Please, stop. Let her live for one moment, please. Okay. Wait, nope, she stopped. Never mind. Random gas station had your favorite beer, so this week's after-work treat has been determined. Fantastic. Alright. I said I would not do another hour of this. An hour and a half ago. Or something to that effect. So I will perhaps grind a little bit. I hate to say it. I will probably not grind, but I will probably reconfigure. Reconfigure. I mean, here's the thing.